What's going on, YouTube? Here we are, episode 7, Heat News Network, Miami Heat versus Atlanta Hawks, pregame for tonight's game. The Heat are currently 26-15, second in the Eastern Conference, and the Hawks currently sit at 17-23. The Heat coming off a 115-91 win against the Hawks on Wednesday, where Hero had a huge game, one rebound away from a triple-double. Both teams coming in tonight looking to better the record. If the Heat win tonight, they'll move into 1.5 games behind the Bulls for first place, tied with the Nets currently for second place right now. And the Hawks are fighting just to get to 500 again. 17-23, 6 games behind 500. On the road in the FTX Arena tonight in Miami, Florida. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time tip. Right now, let's get into the injury reports for tonight's game. For the Heat, their injury report isn't as big as it has been the past few games, but there still is a lot of people out. Jimmy Butler is questionable with an ankle sprain. Bam is still out with that thumb surgery recovery. Should be returning soon, though. He has been practicing with the team. Markieff Morris is out with return to competition conditioning. That's what they listed it as. Victor Oladipo out with that knee injury. Recovering that knee injury. He should be back soon, maybe after the All-Star break. They're not sure. They don't have a timetable on him yet. KZ Okpala out with a wrist sprain. And Marcus Garrett is out with the same thing as Markieff Morris. Return to competition conditioning. For the Hawks, only 3 on the list. Clint Capella out again with the ankle sprain. Jalen Johnson is doubtful with an ankle sprain, and Kevin Huerter is questionable with a foot contusion. Kevin Huerter did play in the last game. Clint Capella did not. We'll see if Kevin Huerter is ready to go for the game tonight or not. Projected lineups. These are projected by me. For the Heat, I got point guard Kyle Lowry, shooting guard Max Strus, small forward Caleb Martin. But if Jimmy Butler does play, Jimmy Butler will slide into that number 3 spot. PJ Tucker at power forward. Omer Yurtseven at center for the Heat. That is the Heat's projected lineup. For the Hawks, they're going to roll with the same lineup they did on Wednesday against the Heat. Trae Young at point guard, Bogdan Bogdanovic as shooting guard, Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot as small forward, and John Collins power forward with Onyeka Okongwu at center. We have 4 keys to the game tonight for Miami. Number 1, don't get out to a slow start. Last game against the Hawks, they got out to a 13-2 deficit. They had to crawl their way back into the game. We don't want that to happen tonight. We want to just smooth sail through this game. Get through it without any hassle or anything. Just smooth sailing the whole game. Number 2, limit perimeter shots. Last game they did a good job of protecting the paint. This game I'd like to see them limit their perimeter shots a little bit more. They had a lot of good looks at threes last game. They made some, they missed some. They didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but they didn't shoot it bad last game. But they definitely could have made more shots than they did. So I'd like to see them limit perimeter shots more. Maybe force them into a tough mid-range or a tough contested layup instead of giving them good looks at threes. Number 3 is going to be to protect the ball. We need the Heat to protect the ball. Last game, they gave up 6 turnovers in the first quarter and only 7 the rest of the game. The 6 turnovers in the first quarter was a major reason why they got out to a slow start and didn't shoot the ball very well. They never really got it going on offense. But when they plugged Hero into the lineup, they got a spark off the bench. That's what he does. That's why he's 6th man of the year. So protecting the ball is going to be huge for the Heat tonight. And number 4, mix the offensive game up. We don't want to see them taking threes. Although they make them, we want to keep the defense on their heels, keep them guessing. Ever since Bam went out, they've taken a lot of threes. I think they're top 3 in the league of 3-point percentage, 3-pointers made, 3-pointers taken since Bam went down with that injury. But we'd like to see him, besides Kyle Lowry and Tyler Hero, get to the rim, get to the free throw line, take some mid-range shots, which Hero can do. I'd like to see Yurtseven get going early, taking more shots than usual. Because Yurtseven can get to that hook shot. He's bigger. He can get offensive rebounds. And the last one, we actually have 5 keys to the game. The last one is going to be control the glass. If we can win on the glass, they have a better chance of winning the game. As I've said in these past few episodes, when the Heat win on the glass, they statistically are a better team. They proved that on Wednesday against the Hawks. They won the rebound battle, and they won by a lot. So look for those things in tonight's game. I will have the Heat vs. Hawks post-game after the game tonight. My prediction for the game, Heat win 122-104. It's another blowout for Miami. And until the post-game, peace out.